Hey guys, what is going on? It's Fen here again. So today I wanted to do an update video. Didn't want to do a tutorial because I just wanted to talk to you guys about two topics. The first topic being Pacific Rim. Loved the movie. It was fantastic, and the reason I'm talking about this is because I've just been to see it, and I literally got back about 15 minutes ago, and oh my god, it's roasting outside. So I had to cool off before I wanted to start recording this. But yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, it is a fantastic movie. It's one of them movies where you wish they created it earlier, if that really makes sense. Because it's the type of movie that I love. Godzilla, fantastic movie for its era. And, seeing something not similar, but, kind of being like Godzilla, because the monsters, the Zegas as they call them, they are basically the closest thing to Godzilla that I can remember really. There was quite a lot of them. There was actually I should probably show you this. It's spoilers really if you haven't seen it. In fact, I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. A few things with the film could have been better. One of them I'm going to tell you because this really annoyed me. They were coming down from a helicopter to the base where they're building the robots. And there was a woman, one of the main characters, and she was just standing there with an umbrella. And the umbrella did not move. Even though literally a fat length away there was a helicopter. And her umbrella was unaffected by the wind. Physics. And I know it's a very small thing to pick on, but as soon as I noticed it, I was like, what the hell? And maybe it was a special umbrella. Maybe it was made out of something that doesn't, wind resistance, maybe? But yeah, it was just really, really annoying to see that because it's like a mistake. But for me specifically, because I'm a right big movie buff and I love watching movies, I love just dissecting the CG in the movies and kind of seeing, what looks realistic, what doesn't. And that was one of the things that I saw, even though it wasn't specifically CG, it was, a thing that I picked up on straight away and I didn't really like it. And one other thing that I didn't like about the movie was, they're killing these big monsters, right? They're fighting them, and throughout the movie, they basically didn't use any weapons. They had a plasma weapon, and that was it. But one of the points in the movie, they whipped out a sword, and they just completely annihilated all of them. And it's like, why didn't they start off with a sword? Why not have a weapon? Why just fight them with the fists? I just don't understand that concept, and that was one of the biggest flaws that I found with the movie, is that it needs, they needed to have a weapon. It could have been a gun, it could have been a sword, just anything to cut them, because they are organic things. But yeah, that being said, that was one of the things that I wanted to discuss in this video. And the next one being, just wanted to say a big thank you to my subscribers. I haven't made a video expressing the gratitude for the amount that I have gained over the last few months. We're almost at 600, which is really, really good for the amount of the time the channel's been around, and I do appreciate all the comments that you guys leave. I do reply to probably 99% of them. And I do like to reply to PMs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, keep up the good work, guys. And I wanted to talk primarily about this in this video, and it's basically the importance of subscribers, because I know a lot of people, as soon as they get to a certain stage of subscribers, a certain amount, they don't start to appreciate what they have until, I wouldn't necessarily say until it's too late, because once you have that amount of subscribers, you're going to keep them because they're there for a reason, right? So in my opinion, I just wanted to go across and talk about the importance of subscribers. So one of the most important things for me is the audience, the people that I'm creating content for. And it's really important that I produce content that you guys want to see, and that is why on a regular basis I ask for you guys to send in messages about what kind of tutorials you want to see, what type of things you want to see on the channel as well, because you are the audience. You're the ones who spend your time to come onto YouTube and to view content, and everyone has limited time because there's so many things going on in life, whether it be school, work, something else important, socializing, all that kind of stuff. Your time is very precious, and as a content creator, we should appreciate that time even more. But a lot of people don't, and people like that don't deserve the subscribers they have, because it's them first, then the audience, but it should be the audience, then themselves, in my opinion. The next one is motivation. Subscribers provide a great amount of motivation for any YouTuber. The more subscribers that YouTuber has, the more motivation you need to muster to produce better content, to produce more frequent content, to produce content catered to the majority, and all that kind of stuff. And it requires a lot of motivation, and that's what the subscribers give. The next one is community, because forming a community, especially like graphics based, like what we have here. I do have another channel which is gaming, and it's different in the gaming community than it is in the graphics community, because people, the community in the graphics community is a lot different, just in aspects such as collabing and producing things like tutorials and showing off the tutorial that you've been watching and kind of your own creativity. And it's just a different community than it is to the other communities that are around. And I do believe the graphics community is one of the better communities, because it's so streamlined. It's just easy to communicate with other people. In the gaming community, it's all about, well, I've got this audience and I can't collab with other people because they might not like them and all that kind of stuff. So the community is a lot better in my opinion. For me personally, the next one is what's the word I'm trying to get out? Satisfaction of helping people. When I create a tutorial and people reply, and like one of these ones here, like the Cinema 4D OpenGL, hundreds of people have commented saying thank you and expressing, really great, gratitude towards me because I helped them solve their issue. And, just that feeling, the gratitude that people express for, all the tutorials that I put up and to help people, it's a really nice feeling. And I think that is one of the biggest things that inspires me to do more, because helping people is in my nature. It's just what I like to do. The next one is fun factor. It is fun producing content. It's always fun doing tutorials, because creating tutorials, it's a lot different than just recording something, because you've got to go through it. You've got to make sure you know what you're talking about so other people can understand you. Make sure that you produce something good that people will want to create. And it's fun just to experiment and things like that. And I think that's one of the most important factors is obviously fun, because if you're not having fun, then you're not going to enjoy it, and then the other things aren't really going to matter as much because you're not having fun. So I think probably having fun is probably the number one thing that you should be doing. But yeah, and the last one, wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about this, but it is an important factor, and it really does divide people, and that's revenue. Because with YouTube, how it's expanded over the years, making a living per se off of YouTube is possible. But again, that is down to subscribers and views and how much people will share your content and all that kind of stuff. And for some people, the revenue part is more important than all the other factors that I've talked about. And it's difficult to judge someone on which ones they think are a higher priority. And that being said, for me personally, the revenue doesn't really matter, and people might hear that a lot, and then might think it's just bogus, but the amount of revenue that I make off YouTube is pretty much nothing. I just don't have the subscriber base to be effective, and when I did have a decent flow of income from YouTube, that money actually went on other things such as the Minecraft server, and since then the money has been going towards donations for help the charity of the Athene. I actually won my keyboard from that as well, which was pretty cool. But it's going on other things to help other people. The next bit of money that I get will be going on my next project, if you like, which I'm going to talk about soon. So yeah, that's the importance of subscribers to me. So the next topic is what tutorials, because I ask this a lot in, I think, pretty much most of my videos, and it's, what tutorials do you guys want to see, because it is important that you guys give suggestions and feedbacks and kind of, ask what tutorials you want, and then if I'm capable, I'll produce them tutorials, and then other people might experience from them tutorials and maybe make their own, maybe adjust it. And of course, it's all about creativity, and what you do with that tutorial is entirely up to you. But yeah, feedback is obviously greatly appreciated. So if you guys would be willing to give that, it would be awesome. So the final topic, if you will, is products and website. Now, I know my YouTube channel is pretty small at the minute in comparison to other graphic websites, and one of the ways that you guys can help me grow if you support me, because you might be subscribed just because you found a tutorial and you liked it, so you're subscribed to basically keep an eye on it, but you're not you're not a follower, you're not someone who 100% supports me, and that is fine. That's entirely your prerogative, if you want to support someone or not. Again, like I said, limited time, you've got very limited time, so you want to prioritize, just like anyone does. Even I do. I prioritize on what YouTubers I watch, but more so than not, I have less time than most, because of course I got to produce my own content and put it up and so on and so forth. But that being said, I was thinking of producing products and a website. I'm not sure if that's a good idea right now, but I wanted to just throw it out there and get your opinion on it, and to see if you guys wanted, products from me. One of the products that I was working on was actually a light kit, and these products wouldn't be expensive. In fact, some of them would actually be free. The ones that wouldn't be free would be for a lot less, like maybe $30, $20, something like that. Something affordable for people who are learning 3D, and of course you could probably pirate this once it goes out, and that's why I want to make it as low as possible, because I would rather people support me because they wanted to, and I know a lot of people don't have tons and tons of money, so making something really inexpensive and easy to get. I mean, $30 isn't a lot, I wouldn't assume. You could probably save that if you do like chores or something. Your parents give you $5, instead of going and buying an ice cream or some sweets or a new game, you could use that to obviously purchase the light kit. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it low as possible, but at the end of the day, I wanted to do it as a product. And you don't just give a product out for free. You can, but it wouldn't really accomplish much for the amount of effort that goes into it, and that's why nothing is really free. But I might put it out for free. I'm not sure. I'm really debating whether to make it in the first place. Would it even sell? Because obviously Grayscale Gorillas got one out, a light kit, and iDigital Universe, I think they have one out as well, so they are quite common, but I guess it really depends. Would people be interested in that? And that's why I wanted your feedback, because there's no point moving forward with the product or the website idea if there's nothing there. But yeah, So if you guys could give opinions on them topics, that would be amazing, of course. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now because I think it's been going on for quite a while. But the bottom line is, all you guys need to know is that I appreciate every single one of you, every single 596, because I'm subscribed to myself, which, yeah, I'm a loser. Well, yeah, so guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the channel, and again, I hope you stick around for the growth of the channel. And if you've got any questions, if you want to ask me anything, you can also PM me, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.